Taylor, this is your own personal video. I know this is stupid. You know how to do this. I just try to pass on old school slide knowledge to you. This is just basically my own video version of what you would see on the Slide Doctor, in case there's any confusion about how to do this old school slide version. There's also something on YouTube where Bill Watrous is showing how he lubes his slide in California in a music store somewhere at a little class that he's giving. He does it slightly differently, but it's the same basic concept. So anyway, so the first step is you get your slide out. I'm at home, so I have some Windex, and I'm gonna spray some Windex on the slide. If you don't have Windex, no big deal at all. I'm almost running out here. This bottle here is almost running out. And just use water or just use the cloth itself. Every now and then, if you're in your dorm room and you have some Windex or you're at home, go ahead and use that, because that helps to get the old stuff, as much of it, off the metal as possible. And you always want to clean that old crappy stuff off before you put the new one on. We won't talk about cleaning the outer slide, the inside of the outer slide, but anyway, that's that. I keep two rags in my case, one for this slide business, and then the other one is for if I ever have to wipe off some tuning slide grease or something with oil on it. I don't want that on the same rag that I use for this. Okay, so the first step is, this is Superslick. You could use trombone. I think trombone might be a tiny bit thicker than Superslick. Tub, and you're really only going to use a small amount. Can't hardly even see it on your finger. And I'm putting it on both stockings. I'm putting about the same amount on just both stockings right now. I'm just putting it there. I'm not okay. So then I am going to smear this evenly, just only on the stocking, not on the whole slide, okay? So that it's just on that stocking, and anything that you got on your finger, you can put back on there, put it on the whole stocking, okay, like that. Wipe your hand off. Now, let me see if I can show you with this camera. So I am going to now, with the cream just on the stocking, I'm going to put the slide together again. And now, let me see if I can adjust this. I'm just going to put it on the floor, and I'm going to pump it like this a bunch of times. And I want to kind of pump it down low in the middle. And let me see if I can do this some more just for fun. So I'm going to do like this, this is the way that I'm transferring the Superslick from the inner slide to the inner parts of the outer slide. That's the whole idea with this concept. So I'm just doing that. I just might do it for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. You don't have to be crazy about it. And once I feel like it's, got on there pretty good, then I'm going to take the outers off again. And without putting any water or any, thing on it, I just take the rag, and now we're wiping all the cream off the inner slide. At this point, you're just wiping a couple times. Okay, it doesn't have to be super mega dry or anything like that. And then I use this bottle. This is the Superslick version of the silicone liquid. Now, the bottle I gave you today was a what was that company called? That's the old cream company. Slidomix Light, a small bottle. It's the same stuff. It's about the same viscosity. If you buy the Superslick bottle on like Dillon's or Hickey's or something, this brand, you will get one that's way too thick. And I've told them that the past couple of years. I said, look guys, it's way too thick. I can't even use it. And so I unfortunately, I don't know what they did, but they messed it up. So you buy that light version of the Slide-O-Mix. And doing one part of the slide at a time, you put a large drop of that stuff on there, like pretty large, you know, like maybe, you know, maybe two drops or one large drop or something. And then with your hand, you're just spreading it all over the entire slide. I'm sorry, you know, I should have did that on camera, but anyway, so yeah, I'm just putting that there. And then with my hand, I am doing it all over the slide. Very fast, easy. I'm gonna wipe my hand off again so I don't drop anything. And then before you even put it into the slide, I'm gonna spray water on it. Give it a good spray all over like that. And now I'm going to put them back together. And you just basically, I'm putting this on the floor again and pumping just the way I did before. And you don't have to do this very much now because you're all basically ready to go. And you now have an awesome slide. And I don't use a whole lot of water on my slide. I just never have. And so, but it does seem to make a difference when you're putting the stuff on there the very first time, applying the silicone liquid, to go ahead and spray the water on before you put it on there. Maybe what I might do is spray water on the slide first thing in the morning. You know, when I'm practicing, I might spray it good, or one spray before a concert. So honestly, I'm not carrying around spray bottles and spraying it a lot. So this slide is going to be super smooth, super even. And like I say, if it's a little bit slow at the beginning, it's because you just maybe put a little tiny bit too much usually cream on it. But unless it's really bad, just keep on going and play through it, and it'll be fine after an hour or two of playing. And it lasts quite a bit longer. If I'm in a week when I'm not practicing a lot, I'm just doing my fundamentals and warm-ups and stuff. You know, that might even be like a couple hours a day of that. And then I might have 2 rehearsals or a rehearsal and a concert. I can go almost the whole week. I can go easily 5 days on one application. If I'm playing all day, every day, probably would last a couple days. The Yamaha stuff is fantastic. It works great. It's super fast. Just make sure that you wipe everything down before you put on more of it. Your slide is a lightweight slide, and so you might want to find, like, you know, which one works better, old school or Yamaha. Those two are the best by far. I wouldn't mess around with anything else. I've tried most of the other things and they're not as good as these two methods. Anyway, just thought it might be fun. That is the old school slide method if you want to see Bill Watrous doing it. I don't think he uses the silicone stuff, but he uses just the cream. Okay, bro. Talk to you later. Blow freely. Bye.